Saladin and the liberation of Jerusalem. In the 12th century, the world was a very different place. The Crusades had brought fierce battles and tension between the Christian and Muslim worlds. The holy city of Jerusalem, sacred to both Christians and Muslims, had been captured by the Crusaders in 1099. For nearly a century, the city was under foreign rule, and many Muslims longed to see it return to their control. Among those who rose to the challenge of reclaiming Jerusalem was a great and noble leader, Saladin. Saladin was born in 1137 in what is now Iraq, and from a young age, he was known for his bravery, intelligence, and deep sense of justice. He was not only a brilliant warrior, but also a compassionate ruler. His rise to power came after he served under the famous Muslim leader Nur ad, and after his death, Saladin became the Sultan of Egypt and Syria. Saladin's heart was always set on reclaiming Jerusalem for the Muslims. He knew that the city was of great importance, not only because of its religious significance, but also because it was a symbol of peace and unity for the Muslim world. Saladin wasn't just fighting to win a city, he was fighting for the freedom and dignity of his people. In 1187, after years of careful planning and military preparation, Saladin launched his famous campaign to reclaim Jerusalem. His forces were strong and disciplined, and he was supported by many Muslim rulers across the region. His army, made up of well-trained soldiers, moved swiftly across the land, defeating Crusader forces and regaining city after city. Saladin's victory at the Battle of Hattin was the turning point. The Crusaders, under King Guy of Jerusalem, were defeated in a fierce battle. Thousands of Crusaders were taken captive, and many of their important strongholds were destroyed. Saladin's forces moved toward Jerusalem, and the time had come to face the most important city of all. The Crusaders had been ruling Jerusalem for nearly 90 years, and they were determined to hold on to it. But Saladin was not one to fight with cruelty or vengeance. He wanted to liberate Jerusalem, not destroy it. When he reached the gates of the city, he offered the Crusaders a choice: leave peacefully or face a siege. Saladin promised safe passage for anyone who wished to leave the city without harm, and he even allowed the Christian inhabitants to keep their places of worship. The Crusaders, realizing they could not defend the city, agreed to surrender. And so, in October 1187, Saladin's army entered Jerusalem. As Saladin entered the city, he was greeted by the Muslim inhabitants with cheers and prayers. The Al-Aqsa Mosque was reclaimed, and the Dome of the Rock, which had been under Crusader control, was returned to Muslim hands. One of the most famous moments of Saladin's conquest was his magnanimity. Despite the Crusaders' harsh rule over the city for so many years, he showed mercy. He allowed the Christian inhabitants to leave safely and did not allow any looting or violence. In fact, he ensured that even the Christian holy sites in Jerusalem would be protected and respected. Saladin's wisdom and kindness earned him respect from all sides, even from his enemies. After the conquest, the city of Jerusalem was once again in the hands of the Muslims, and Saladin became a legendary figure in both the Muslim and Christian worlds. His name was synonymous with honor, courage, and justice. Saladin's victory did not end the Crusades, but it was a significant moment in history. Jerusalem would change hands many times over the centuries, but Saladin's legacy as a leader who fought with honor, mercy, and a deep sense of faith would never be forgotten. Even his enemies spoke of his bravery and nobility, and his reputation as one of history's greatest generals and leaders grew with time. And so, the city of Jerusalem, a place of great religious significance to many, was freed under the leadership of Saladin. He brought peace to the city, treating all people with respect, no matter their religion. He remains a hero in the hearts of many, a symbol of courage, wisdom, and justice in the face of adversity.